Good afternoon, chess friends. My name is Ruud Gulikers from the Netherlands. In this lecture, I want to introduce you to the Smith-Morra Gambit, an opening for white, a so-called anti-Sicilian system opening. And the reason why I'm going to introduce you to this opening, I believe that you can play knight f3, knight c6, d4, cd4, knight e4, knight f6 and knight c3 as the starting position of the open Sicilian. Now the Sicilian is a huge opening, a lot of theory attached, and before you can play it even at an acceptable level, whatever level that may be, to master this opening it takes a lot of work. It takes usually also a lot of time. Now the problem is, if I face a Sicilian player who plays c5 as his weapon against my e4 opening I play now over 40 years, more likely I enter into his territory, his preparation, his bad line. And if I face an opponent who is rated 200, 300 points higher than myself, the odds winning that game are very slim. Now, I think it was in 2010 when for the first time I saw a full introduction video on d4, cd4, dc, white, I should play c3, offering a gambit. So already, now we offer a true gambit. And if black decides to accept it, and we take back with the knight of course, we have entered into the starting position of the so-called Smith-Morra Gambit accepted variation. Now the main line that is played here and the most is knight c6. Okay, that's the main line. Now black can play d6, he can play e6, he can play g6 going into the fianchetto variation, he can play even i6, a6, stopping any piece landing on b5. Now knight f6 is not a good move here because white can get free space with e5 and then developing the knight. Now for many years, let's go back to the accepted starting position. White is a pawn down because you have sacrificed it. It's an accepted gambit. But I doubted this opening for many years. The main reason, black has no weaknesses whatsoever. And a general rule, if you want to sacrifice a pawn, you should at least gain 3 tempi to justify the pawn sacrifice. And obviously in this opening white has only developed one piece and he has a pawn on e4 that has outpost possibilities depending how black plays of course. It's not enough. Now it turns out that black has many setups that he can play and he can choose getting a good position. But after studying the Smith-Morra Gambit theory, I discovered very quickly that it's very risky for black and leads to very complicated play. And I think if you want to become a better and stronger dynamic attacking chess player, learning the Smith-Morra Gambit is a good tool to sharpen your attacking and tactical skills. Now I want to focus first of all on the Smith-Morra Gambit accepted. Black says, okay, prove and show to me your compensation for being a pawn down. It's obvious if black can consolidate, he can, get out of the opening, try not to get crammed or get a passive position where white maybe can regain the pawn or something. And if black can hold on to the pawn and is able to exchange pieces. I think white is the one in trouble trying to play for a draw even. I found out that there are other features of this position when the opening develops more and more. White already has done something. It's very important. If black's king in the center is not castled, if white has, let me show you, maybe that's a little bit confusing, sorry, I'm from the Netherlands, but let's say he's an e5, you're an e5 player. What you could do, let's say it's another opening, but you play d4, exactly as in the Sicilian. ed, c3, offering, you get the same, you can take on c3, you can even take on b2, right? Okay, we get, this is one of the main positions of the Danish Gambit accepted. As you can see, white already has a huge lead in development, right? You see that the bishop's already aiming at the king side. White has, black has no pieces developed whatsoever. White is ready to play, for example, knight f3, castle on the next move. And it turns out that in this position, it's the main position. You can look it up in databases. You find this as one of the main positions. It's very tricky for black to play like this. Now, as you saw in the Sicilian, we also played the d4 and cd4 and offered the pawn. Of course, black can enter into the decline variation. d3 is one of the most played. You can even, I saw e5 even played, or knight f6. It's not a good move. It's in the sense of that's not the move that white wants to see. Why not? Because it transposes into the c3 Sicilian, the Alpen Sicilian. So usually white plays e5 and then knight e5, etc. So you can even play d5 in this. I mean, not knight f6 but d5. So black can decline, and you can accept the pawn. I'm creating a course on Chessable, and I'm working very hard. First of all, giving you a complete repertoire, leading to the critical positions in every setup that black can place. White plays all the best moves in the opening, and black plays all the best moves. There are a lot of tricky move order things in this opening. And I'm going to start in my next video with the worst setup black can play, to give you a feel and a taste of the beautiful possibilities this opening gives you. Thank you for watching, and just I hope share this link with your chess friends, and I truly believe that I hope you learned something from it, and that you can use it and you like it, and you are also maybe an attacking player and you reap the benefits of it. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.